Iris, how are you feeling? Still upset about last night?
I'm okay. I recover pretty quick from these things. See? I'm bouncing right back. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy bunny!
Ryuki, would you mind hitting her with a German suplex?
Later. By the way, you're...
That's Mame. She's one of my best friends.
Nice to meet you. My name is Amame Doi. I'm a third year at Sekiba High, and I'm in the same dance club as Iris. I'm a super hyper cutie miracle beauty.
Ryuki, I think we should leave.
Hold on. In dance club?
Huh. You just pictured me in a leotard, didn't you?
No?
Oh, it's a pervert! Somebody call the police!
I am the police.
Oh, come to think of it. You were on the quiz show last night, weren't you? Your name started with an R, I think.
Yeah.
Mr. Rero Taro, was it?
It's Ryuki!
I see. Mr. Ryuki Rerotaro. I know about the incident. I was watching the live stream of that quiz show.
Whoa! Mommy turned into a skeleton!
It's an X-ray.
You could say I'm a part-timer. It's just me and my mom back home, so money's tight. I don't have time to go to college or a specialty school.
But Mommy is so smart. She always has the best grades, even though she doesn't go to class much.
I've been busy with my part-time job and dance practice.
Where do you work?
I work as a mermaid at a gaudy maid cafe called Sunfish Pocket. Mermaids are what they call the maids that work there.
They wear these cute mermaid outfits as they serve the customers. Now I know because I used to work at Sunfish Pocket a long time ago. Mommy works there at night after dance practice.
Don't tell anyone, but until about 11.
Even when you were 17.
Yes, ever since I was 16.
That's a violation of Article 61 of the Labor Standards Act, though it would be the employer who would be penalized.
I lied to the manager about my age. So according to my profile, I'm 20 years old right now.
That's a bit...
I'm sorry! Please don't arrest me. My family's poor, so I need to keep working. I don't think there's anyone from our generation that doesn't know who he is. He's famous for having a sharp tongue. He used to write a bunch of completely lame articles and critiques online. He used to start up stupid internet drama crap on Twitter, too.
Amame has a pretty sharp tongue herself.
His main job was being the CEO of Music Food. I guess that's like the president of the company? I think I read an article online that said he started the business when he was 22.
But his history before then is shrouded in mystery. And no one knows anything about his childhood, right?
Yeah, he was a pretty mysterious figure.
The agency I belong to, Lemniscape, received a request for me to appear. They wanted me and one more person to participate as a pair, but we couldn't find anyone with an opening in their schedule. And that's why Mizuki ended up going instead. Don't you know today is February 11th? National Foundation Day.
Oh, right. Then why are you at school?
Well, how do I put this? I just felt compelled.
I can only wear this uniform and attend this school for about another month or so.
So I invited Mame, and we just kind of ended up here.
Iris and Amame are third years. They'll be graduating soon.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. It did feel like some sort of paranormal phenomenon, though.
Paranormal?
Like I mentioned last night. Maybe that body teleported here from some other world. The other half could have been absorbed into some other dimension. And that split the body in two.
Speaking of which, there are rumors that people who watched that video and disappeared could have also been swallowed into another dimension.
Iris is sitting on a chair.
Glaring at an 18-year-old. It's a bit creepy, don't you think?
I was not leering.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. I boiled a potato and my socks in a sack.
Mr. Ryuki.
Are you okay?
Anyway, the girl does have some nice femurs. I'd love to get inside those for a taste of the marrow.
What is wrong with you?
This is an all-girls school, so obviously there are only female students. So it's not like I don't understand why you'd want to stroke that chair, but...
I do not. Iris is just sitting on a chair.
Now you're trying to.
Well, what do you want me to say?
That QR code video. A similar video went viral about half a year ago.
The Bats 490 video. Supposedly people who saw it suddenly vanished.
So, they say those who went missing were taken into another dimension. Yes,
So did I.
But you two haven't disappeared.
that's because we haven't decoded it.
There's a code hidden inside Bats 490.
They say the code reveals a specific location.
You have to go there to get taken into another dimension.
And the people who decrypted the code all said the same thing before vanishing.
I've learned the secret of the world.
But no one knows what that secret is. Genny, I told you to wait for me at the gate, didn't I?
Yeah, but I got here a bit early.
His name is Gen Ishiagane. He's the owner of the fusion restaurant Brahman in Golden Yokocho. Though, I'm sure you already know that.
Yeah, I've been there many times. But why is Gen here?
Ah, if it isn't Mr. Ryuki. Are you here to investigate that case by any chance?
Yes, I was talking to Iris about it.
I also watched the quiz show last night. Several people I know were on it. Oh, are you asking because I'm wearing this mask? It was fine. The security for this school is practically non-existent. There are tons of places on the grounds without any fences or security cameras.
So you didn't walk in through the front gate?
I couldn't have, dressed like this. A guard would have stopped me. I drove here to pick up Amame and Iris. I need them to help out at work tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry, Genny. Something came up.
Oh, I see.
I'm free though. I can still help.
That'd be great.
You two are close with Gen, huh?
Yeah, we're just a big ol' happy threesome.
That was a weird way to phrase it.
Amame visited Brahman a lot, even back when it was in Yotsuya.
Once it moved to Golden Yokocho, I took Iris there.
You've been to Brahman too, Mr. Ryuki?
Of course. I've been there several times. Mr. Date took me there.
Mr. Date? So you must know Mr. Date too, Genny.
I've known him for a long time. We're so close, we've seen each other's buttholes.
Wow, what a small world.
Is she really going to ignore the butt part?
You're more than welcome to visit anytime.
Genny's cooking is amazing.
Everything he makes is so good. My tongue could fall right off. Personally, I think his place and Matsushita Diner are competing for the #1 spot.
Come on now, don't compare my restaurant with a place like that. The cooking there was superb when Takiro was still the man behind the chef's knife. But now it's his son Ota running things. He doesn't know the first thing about cooking. His dishes are missing the most important condiment.
Well, I think we got enough info here for now. Ryuki, wanna get going?
Sounds good.
This sucks. I already talked my jaw off yesterday.
That was with the local detective, right? I haven't heard anything yet.
Big sis, perhaps you should help them?
Big sis.
Ah, that's just what I call Mizuki.
Ah, and you're...
My name is Kizuna. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Ryuki, right? You were on that quiz show last night.
Maybe you shouldn't talk to that guy. He seems pretty drunk.
He's drinking non-alcoholic beer.
What do you want, jerk?
I was not aware you could get drunk from non-alcoholic beverages.
It's all right now, because I am here! How are you, young boy?
Guess he's not doing too good.
Pardon me, but may I ask your name? Salt, pepper, spices, and...
It says Ota's black sauce.
Are you Mr. Ota Matsushita?
Oh, you heard of me? Did you talk to Date or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Ota is 24. 1 year older than you, Ryuki.
Yeah, that's why I'm being polite.
Man, that was crazy! I said it before, but I was watching that stream live. I heard Tessa and Mizuki were gonna be on that show, right? Then that body appeared out of nowhere. Man, I couldn't believe what I saw. Speaking of crazy, that ViewCube video.
You saw it.
No, not the whole thing. Too scary. I saw the one before, though.
The one before?
You don't know? I think it was about half a year ago. A video similar to that one went viral. Everyone was talking about it online.
Ah, I know of that one as well. The mysterious video known as Bats 490, correct?
Yup. There was some kind of code hidden in it, too.
Secret of the world? Did a grade schooler come up with that or something?
Bats 490, Secret of the World. Iris and Amame mentioned the same thing.
The video starts with a bunch of bats flying around. Guess that's where the bats part comes from. I don't know what the 490 means, though.
Were you able to decode it?
No way. I had no idea what it meant.
Well, it's not like solving it would have been a big deal. I'll bet that secret of the world stuff is bogus anyway.
Don't ruin the fantasy, Mizuki.
I'm just telling it like it is. It's just an ARG. It's a game for kids.
ARG means Alternate Reality Game. The Game Master releases mysterious information to the public via the internet, leaflets, posters, stuff like that. Players decode the information to discover a location or objective that moves the game forward. Simply put, an ARG is a fusion of games and real life.
Nah.
Ota handles the cooking, serving, and accounting all by himself.
That's right.
Sama, are there any legal issues with this?
Not at all. His mother, Mayumi Matsushita, holds the proper certification for food hygiene.
Mr. Matsushita, can I ask where your mother is?
Probably in the living room back there. I guess she's sitting at the kotatsu watching TV or something. That came out of nowhere. Of course I have one. You met her yesterday, right? Tessa. The girl named Iris Sagan.
Ota, do you want me to rip your tongue out?
Oh, well, as long as we're on the subject. Are you going out with anyone, Kizzy?
Oh, me? Such relations with gentlemen are completely foreign to me.
Are you into babyface guys that know how to cook?
No shame.
Oh, my type is so stereotypical that I am embarrassed to admit it. Someone like Prince Charming.
A prince?
I yearn to be a princess. I hope my Prince Charming will appear before me with a glass slipper someday. That's my dream.
Glass slipper?
Ota? Who is that?
Well, he's a customer. He comes by a lot.
Well, in any case, I have a great affinity for shoes. My admiration of Princess Cinderella partially comes from that, I'm sure. Glass slippers. Isn't that so magical? How lovely it would be to dance in them.
Wouldn't it be hard to dance in glass slippers?
That is true.
Iris had an offer to appear on the show, so she was asked to bring another talent from Lemniscate, but no one could make it, so I decided to go instead. As the president of Lemniscate, I couldn't just turn it down.
President? Aren't you 12?
It's a long story. I ended up taking over the company after Daddy. Today is February 11th, National Foundation Day.
Oh yeah, it is. So, why are you here?
Why else? To eat some of Ota's cooking. I brought my friend Kizzy with me.
And I appreciate your business.
Sorry, but I don't know anything. I just went on the show like Iris asked, and then a body showed up out of nowhere. I've heard about Jin Furue, but it's not like I knew him personally. Sorry, I can't really help. Huh. And?
So, I thought I'd let you know just in case.
Foster father? I'm the one taking care of him. I'm paying the rent and utility bills too.
Oh.
Oh, I know of Mr. Date as well. He is quite close with Iris, so I have the honor of being on friendly terms with him as well. This is a bit difficult to explain. I just sensed a certain elegance to Mizuki that was characteristic of an older sister.
Is that a compliment?
Tama, how old is Kizuna?
18, same as Iris. They're in their third years, so they're graduating soon. In other words, Mizuki is a whole 6 years younger than Kizuna.
I am indeed. How did you know?
Your uniform?
Don't tell me you're a uniform buffer, Yuki. I didn't take you for a pervert.
Kizzy is good friends with Iris and Mame too. Oh, you don't know about Mame, do you?
Do you mean a Mame Doi?
Yeah.
Then I do know her. I met her at Sekiba High earlier.
Iris and Mame belonged to the same dance club as I. It was through them that I was introduced to Big Sis. Yes, I most certainly do. However, I am not very good at it.
That's not true. You've even won a dancing competition before.
That was nothing more than a fluke. Iris is a far better dancer.
Hey, Kizzy, I want to see you dance.
Where did this come from?
I want to see too.
Don't you want to see too, Ryuki?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've gotta see this.
Then I'll play some music. Just a sec.
Wait, I have not agreed to anything yet. Step and gum on my way to the station. The crowd squeezes out my frustration. And now I'm taking heat in the classroom. Oh well, I'll eat some donuts in the bathroom. Now I hear my friend got herself a boyfriend. They're going out for barbecue on the weekend. I see all of their smiles in their pics online. Wait, why is that making me cry? Oh my Prince Charming, where can I find you? How do I remind you of the dream we share? But dreams are just for dreamers, lonely hearts and schemers. I've got to break the chains of fate on my own. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lonely girls across the world, let's wake up and fight. Worlds apart with beating hearts, unite the light through the night. If the boys want to reach us, they'll have to keep up. Without you, I am lonely. I need to be home.
I know your name. You're Kizuna, aren't you? I heard you introducing yourself earlier. My name's Leon Twining, and I'm 22 years old. My father's American, and my mother's Japanese. So, Kizuna, I want you to marry me.
Huh?
No, I'm not okay. My heart feels like a jackhammer, like it's gonna burst out of my chest any second. Of course this isn't a joke. Kizuna's dance purified my heart. There was so much darkness building inside me, but she cleared it all away. It felt like I went straight to heaven. I've always wanted to be a pilot since I was little. It was my dream to fly through the sky. Kizuna made that dream come true for me. Seeing her dance, it was like my soul pierced the heavens and flew into the stars. So, I've decided. I'm gonna marry her! Won't you marry me, Kizuna?
No, thank you.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
No, thank you.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that either.
No, thank you.
My motto is, If at first you don't succeed, try and fail again!
I think you mean try again.
Actually, I got fired yesterday. I didn't feel like doing anything after I woke up this morning. I came here so I could drink my problems away.
But you were drinking non-alcoholic beer.
I can still get drunk off of them, okay?
What job did you get fired from?
I was a bank clerk.
What were you really?
I don't like talking about it, but I was a janitor.
I think that is a noble job.
You're so right! But unfortunately, my job was taken from me. I have zero motivation to do anything now. Hard work just seems so pointless.
I dislike people who don't work hard.
All right. I'm hitting up the employment office tomorrow!
This guy has a rather one-track mind.
He doesn't seem all that bad, though.
Now, we haven't obtained much useful information. There's no point in staying here for too long.
Yeah, let's go somewhere.
Shoma, my little boy, he's in elementary school. One day I wake up, go to the bathroom mirror, and I have writing on my forehead. It must have been Shoma. He had been learning letters in school recently. Anyway, he writes, Death Tub. And I'm thinking, Death Tub? Is that what he meant? Is he trying to tell me something? Then Shoma saw my face and started busting out laughing. And I was thinking, what's so funny? That's when I realized, when you see Death Tub in the mirror, God of energy, Inti, Pachaka Max! Another story about Shoma. One day I got a call from school and a rather heavy-set vice principal told me, Your Shoma called me a pig of all things! I apologized, then gave Shoma a talking to. Listen here, Shoma. Don't you ever call the vice principal that again. He said, Okay, I won't call the vice principal a pig anymore, but it's okay if I call a pig vice principal, right? I say, sure, why not? So then as the kid is leaving, he says, I'm sorry, can I go play with my friends now, vice principal? God of energy, Inti, Pachaka Max!
Are you finished?
Well, you're the only one here. You're Mr. Ryuki from the Metropolitan Police Department, right? You came here to talk about what happened?
Yes.
Then let's go somewhere else to talk. You prefer someplace quieter, right?
Wait, the Ferris wheel?
Well, why not?
Alone with a middle-aged man in an enclosed space? This is not what I had in mind.
I love Ferris wheels. I like anything that continuously spins around, actually. Plane propellers, washing machines, the beds at love hotels.
There used to be rotating beds at love hotels a long time ago.
How do you know that?
Just like life, isn't it? With its ups and downs. We rotate around the same places over and over.
Well, the beds at love hotels don't go up and down, though. Although, I guess they do, in a way.
My boy is just like me, you know?
Shoma? You mentioned him on stage earlier.
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too. He's almost in middle school and he still comes here by himself all the time. He talks like he's all grown up, but he's still a kid inside.
With your love of Ferris wheels, I'd say you're still a kid on the inside too.
You got a point there. You're probably right. He's right in the middle of his rebellious stage, so he's been a handful. His mother hasn't been around for about 3 years now.
Was it a divorce?
Yeah. She got sick of me and left the house. You know I'm a comedian now, but when I was in my early 20s, I was working as a regular company employee. I appeared on several quiz shows on the side and ended up winning first place many times.
Komeiji was famous as a quiz king ever since he was a student. He even had worshippers who lauded him as the quiz god.
Thinking back, that may have been the peak of my life. Adored wherever I went, everyone buying me all sorts of things. Maybe I shouldn't have taken advantage of the situation like I did. I was so enamored by the glamorous celebrity life. I've always loved comedy, so I strived to become a comedian. And after that, well, it's just as you saw on that stage.
I wonder why there wasn't an audience. It was so funny.
I haven't told you yet, have I? The producer for that show knew about me from my Quiz King days. He thought I could tell all sorts of anecdotes and gave me an offer to host the show. Ah, right. Sorry for calling you Team Popo back then. It was in the script. Didn't really have a choice. I'm sorry. I have no idea what happened. I was just invited there and hosted the show as requested. Then that body suddenly appeared.
Did you know Jin, the victim?
I've never met him. I do know he was hated for his extreme narcissism and ego. If I had to guess, the motive was probably a grudge. Someone must have had a grudge against him and did that. Ah, does it?
A little.
A lot is more like it. Komeiji's blood alcohol level is 0.12%, the early stages of inebriation.
I just couldn't get over what happened last night and ended up drinking too much. I wanted to forget about everything. I had to drink. Oh, this? It's my one and only stage outfit. This sharp little bow tie is the highlight. My boy bought it for me last year.
Bow ties are somewhat unusual. Traditional ties are more common.
But you weren't wearing that tie last night, were you?
Oh, I wasn't. I tend to take it off or put it on based on how I'm feeling.
Do you come to the stage a lot?
Yeah, the owner of the Misatan department store took a liking to me. He's given me the opportunity to appear several times now. Sorry I couldn't help, Mr. Ryuki. I wish you luck with the investigation. I'm rooting for you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, you're the director of that quiz show, Chimpei?
You got a problem with that?
No, but
I told you, he got out. He's making an honest living as a civilian these days. Ain't that right?
That's right, boss.
Stop calling me that. You're not a member of the gang anymore.
I actually used to attend a vocational school to learn about film. I wanted to be a porn director. I used the connections I got there to reach out to a production company for online shows. And I was promoted to director right away. Supposedly, the last director ran away, so they really needed me to take his place. We didn't have enough people. The quiz show needed 3 teams of 2 to answer questions. We tried hard, but couldn't get together that last team. I had no choice but to participate myself, so I invited the boss to go with me.
And MoMA agreed to participate?
Well, you know, it was a request from one of my precious underlings, after all.
I convinced him by saying Tessa would be there too. Then he agreed right away. Sorry, but I haven't found anything that might be a lead.
What about the rest of the staff?
They'll probably tell you the same thing.
The detectives from HQ have already questioned the rest of the staff. The report is uploaded on the database. 0 clues. There isn't any information that could help us at all.
My girl has a baby on the way right now. So we decided to get married, but her parents wouldn't approve of it. Said they wouldn't let me have their daughter unless I got out of the business. I agonized over the decision, so much that I could only eat 2 slices of pizza instead of the usual 3. But a man has to do what a man has to do, right? So I made up my mind to talk to the boss about it. But before I could...
Oh, I get it. Then I'll try asking him for you.
And MoMA listened to Iris.
What? I didn't have any ulterior motives, so don't get it twisted.
I wouldn't know anything about the others. I already turned in the list of contestants to the cops. Why don't you try hitting them up one by one?
The other detectives already took care of that a while back. No clues there either. There haven't been any reports of suspicious individuals.
I came to say thanks to the boss for yesterday. I was thinking of going to Akiba, and this place is on the way.
Why Akiba?
Well, I need to stop by a maid cafe.
Maid cafe?
Yeah, it's called Sunfish Pocket. My girlfriend works there.
I'm pissed about the case, too. That co-appearance was like a dream come true. The whole show was ruined. I'd love to get my hands on the bastard responsible.
A dream come true?
The boss and Tessa got to...
Shut it! Anyway, I'd love to help you with your investigation and all, but unfortunately, I don't have any info that might be useful to you. Didn't he just say so earlier? It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you.
Did you see any suspicious people hanging around the studio, for example?
Suspicious people. I guess the only one who comes to mind is Kameji.
Kameji? You mean...
Yeah, Andy's Kameji, the host. Supposedly he has connection to the Yakuza. I'm not talking about our group, of course. It's just something I heard at a meeting with the street bosses. Word is he's involved in some dangerous transactions. Though that might not have anything to do with last night.
Kameji has connections with the Yakuza? Could it be true?
Let's figure that out later. You need to gather intel for now.
Got it. Then let's go somewhere else.